Good morning. My name is Derek Hester, and this is my Interpersonal Communications project for class HICER 508. Slide 2. In order to be successful in life, one must be able to communicate effectively. Communication equals talking plus listening. Christians communicate with God daily, or at least we should communicate with God daily. We communicate with God by reading His Word, listening, and praying to Him, talking. He speaks to us through Scripture. All Scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this God is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 through 18. Slide 3. Talking is usually the easy part of the communication equation. It is easy to pray to God for something you want or think you need. It is easy to tell people what you think they want to hear or what you want them to hear. Listening is the difficult part. According to Burley Allen, listening involves a more sophisticated mental process. It demands energy and discipline. At best, we only hear just long enough until our next turn to talk. My overarching goal is very simply to be the best leader that I can be in the three main phases of my life: at home, at work, and at church. Slide 5. According to Peterson, good communication is just as important in business, family, and social life. Listening well matters for coworkers when intimacy is not the goal, but being able to work together effectively is. It helps keep friendships vital and even makes a difference in casual relationships where you merely want ease. In order to reach my overarching goal, it is imperative that I enlarge my conversation, specifically by understanding Peterson's message concerning good communication and applying it to the three most important phases of my life. Slide 6. My behavioral blend plays a significant role, both positive and negative, in my ability to communicate effectively. I believe people expect me to be competent, complacent, and compliant, steady, stable, and security-oriented. According to Carbonell, I appear to be laid back and calm to others, and I'm often seen as easygoing as it relates to rule enforcement. Because of my style of leadership, that is, as Carbonell puts it, more reserved, occasionally my message to direct reports gets kind of fuzzy and muddled. It's not as taken as seriously as it should be taken, which leads to occasional obstacles in my method of communication at work. In actuality, according to Carbonell, on one hand, I don't need anyone to make me feel comfortable, but on the other hand, I don't like people to be disappointed in me. On the good side of this coin, being an effective communicator, I do not have to deal with have a real issue with delivering a tough message. Obstacles can sometimes arise when I believe that what I need to tell someone can cause them to be disappointed in me. My behavioral blend is more effective to the work portion of my overarching goal. My background plays a larger role into my church and family communication skills. I was raised to be God-fearing, always respectful of others, protective of those who are close to me, treat women with the utmost respect, and the man, the husband or father, is responsible for everyone in the household. Slide 9. At times I can be a pool grabber. There are a number of instances where I've been guilty of grabbing the pool when my wife has attempted to tell me about her tough day at work. I will take it as an opportunity to start speaking about how tough my day has been. I also can be a springboarder. I am often the parent that is jumping at the bit to talk about my exceptional 6-year-old daughter. So when someone else is telling me about a tough time that their child is having at school, I look at it as an opportunity to discuss how well my daughter does in school. Slide 11. Eye contact poses a problem for me during my communication as well. I occasionally look all over the room, through them, in the air, all over the place. Never look down, but everywhere else. Not completely focusing eye to eye with the person that I'm speaking with. According to Stewart, we also use gaze and eye behavior to make and influence credibility judgment. Because of my issue with eye contact, I could lose credibility with the people I'm speaking with. Slide 12. Some solutions to my issues. As far as pool grabbing and springboarding are concerned, the first step is to be aware that I have these issues. I need to practice empathetic listening. And Stewart states that empathetic listening is also an important skill for parents, teachers, and managers. I need to practice being fully aware of how the speaker is feeling and not adding anything outside of what the speaker is discussing to the conversation. I also must remember not to offer an opinion unless asked. Go to slide 14. Eye contact. I need to be absolutely confident in the message I'm delivering. Be cognizant of the fact that people could possibly question my sincerity or integrity if I cannot properly look them in the eye when I'm speaking to them. And make sure that I understand that when I lose eye contact, I need to pause, collect my thoughts, reconnect the eye contact, and continue with the message. Move to slide 17. In order to be the best leader I can be at home, you need to follow the lessons taught in Scripture. Ephesians 5, verses 25 to 28 says, "Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any blemish, but holy and blameless. In this way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself." It is my duty to ensure that I lead my wife in our attempts to walk with Christ. Slide 18. As far as my children are concerned, it's vital that we communicate effectively with our children. We cannot be flat-brained and not truly listen to and address their concerns. We need to implement Peterson's talker-listener card with our children to ensure they have the proper arena to discuss their feelings and concerns. On slide 19, in order to be the best leader I can be at work, I understand that each person is different and communication is not a one-size-all-fits proposition. According to Hankey, it's important to know who you are talking to and adapt your communication style to your listener's style. Slide 20. In order to be the best leader I can be at church, you need to discuss church goals with the congregation. Avoid being flat-brained when listening to their ideas and their opinions, and be open with our church leadership board. On slide 21, effective communication is a vital component to any relationship. Effective communication is not always easy, it takes work. As Brown states, truly effective communication involves more than just expressing yourself clearly. It also requires effective listening. Both will make you a better communicator and a stronger leader. Thank you very much.